Mario Golf Super Rush is finally out, and if you're like me, you were excited about the RPG Light Story mode. While I never played any of the old Mario Golf games, I love Slam Basketball and Super Strikers. I was disappointed by Mario Tennis Ace's lackluster story mode, so I was cautiously optimistic for Super Rush. So is it worth the $60 for the story mode alone, and does it feel good to play? Let's find out. My local GameStop didn't get the game in on launch day, so I was a bit late on this video. I did get this water bottle though, and it's fecking terrible. The water just drips out of it. But back on track. What is this game? Well, it's a Mario Golf game. Plays a feck load of characters, including your Mii, across a handful of courses, and the mechanics are surprisingly deep. The story mode acts like a tutorial for the mechanics and levels, slowly teaching you the special shots and fancy tricks you can do to become a golf master, or in my case, a bang average player. Seriously, it took me a while to grasp the mechanics. The story starts with your Mii visiting a golf resort to learn the ropes. Here you're introduced to your main competition, Charging Chuck, Boo and Toadette. Each one of them have their own style of play and personality. This was a nice touch, but I wish these were the main cast characters. Why would you use Boo when you already have an established cast of great characters? Anyways, the bulk of the story is playing through golf courses with a few side challenges, bosses and very light RPG mechanics. The simple act of playing golf is phenomenal. Trying to hit the perfect shot around obstacles was fun, and it's a satisfying feeling when they land. When you take a shot, you choose your power and where you would like to curl the ball. On top of this, you can add top spin and backspin to either increase or decrease the travel time when the ball lands. And it gets even more complicated. You have to count for the weather. Wet surfaces will cause the ball to travel shorter, or strong winds can whoosh your ball away. Super Rush strikes a perfect balance between authenticity and fun. The ball reacts realistically to the environment and how you hit it, but power-up shots and wacky environments like thwomps everywhere give it a great arcadey feeling. Your character levels up across the story mode, allowing you to put skills into 5 different stats, but you have to strike a balance. Pour too much in power and your control drops. It was nice allocating stat points, and there was a noticeable difference from start to the end of the adventure. And that's kind of all there is for the RPG mechanics. There's equipment you can purchase like new clubs and special attributes, but I never used any of them and the game didn't offer incentivize for utilising them. Now what about the rest of the adventure? Does that redeem the story mode? Well, I think it's a net neutral for me. The story is bland, completely uninteresting with only a few cameos from the mainline characters. After a while it becomes more than golf and you have to find fire and lightning orbs to stop a giant snowman. There isn't much to spoil, but I won't see anything after that. The worst part, however, is that it took a few hours to build up to the exciting part, and no joke, it ends like 30 minutes later. The first few hours feel like a golf game, and the last one feels like a Mario game in Bowser's castle with great levels of fun boss fights, but then it just ends. It's just really disappointing. But what about the gameplay of the story mode? Okay, this is a bit better. There are a few hubs to walk around and NPCs to talk to, like Koopas, Goombas, whichever enemy you would like. They're all here. Their dialogue is kind of useless and either adds or takes away from the experience. Other than that, the hub is just a way to walk from one challenge to the next. The final thing, and it's the best part of the story mode, however it's not limited to the story mode, are the courses and game modes. We've all heard about speed golf. Here, everyone takes their shot when they want and your time also comes into play. When you take your shot, you have to run to the ball. While doing that, you can bump opponents and the ball out of the way, and there are coins littered around the level to get you one step closer to your special shot. This mode is absolutely brilliant, removing a lot of the tedium associated with golf games. On top of this, there's just normal style and then cross country, which is exclusive to the story mode. In cross country, the whole course is your oyster and you have to put the ball in every hole on the map within a time or stroke limit. I failed a lot doing this, but finding the best route was addictive. The map was frustrating though, as it had tall cliff faces that I had to knock the ball over, and to say I failed a lot would be an understatement. I just kept hitting the feckin' rock. Unfortunately, if you're looking for an in-depth story mode, then this won't be for you. At most I got 6 hours out of it, and some of that is redoing courses because I'm just bad. The RPG mechanics are meh, story is uninteresting, and apart from one area, the courses don't feel very Mario. They just look like cartoony golf courses. Now I play a few rounds of the base game with my girlfriend with motion controls, and just like all Mario sports games, it was so much fun. As a party game there's some fun to be had, but at $60 I'm kind of disappointed. The length of story mode doesn't bother me. If it was just better then I wouldn't feel stung. I just can't recommend this game for the story mode alone. Well, there's Mario Golf Super Rush. I really appreciate you watching. I would love to know what you think of the game. Don't forget to join the Discord down below and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time.